up, guys? I'm up here on Lake Street in Mundelein, Illinois, northern suburb up here, and I just discovered an awesome place. It's called the Office Clubhouse. I was actually looking to do a presentation and needed a space to do it, and was thinking, man, I might have to book something like a hotel room or a private room in a restaurant. And, you know, you might have to haul around your projector, which I've shown you some of those before. But this place is actually built for businesses. So they have conference rooms, tables. It's a co-working space. Everything is set up as I already need it. So the beautiful thing about it is I make no sacrifices. And it's one of the cheapest that you can actually get. So let's go ahead and take a look at the Office Clubhouse inside, because I think if you're up in Lake County, Vernon Hills, Mundelein, Libertyville up here, you know, this is a phenomenal place. Like I said, not only in the great facility, but the pricing and what they have to offer is amazing. I think you're going to be surprised. Let's check it out. All right, guys, so this is it. The Office Clubhouse. What's happening, guys? Mac, Rick over there, you know Rick. This is an amazing space. So first of all, let's get right to this. This is the bar. Mac, what's happening, man?
Hey, Peter.
All right, so Mac is the proprietor of this space, the builder, the owner of it, and it is a welcome addition to Mundelein. And first of all, you can see this amazing wraparound bar. If you want to come here for a half day or a full day and belly up here and do some work, fantastic place. He's also the barista. They've got some amazing coffee making capabilities here. But one thing I wanted to ask you about this bar is, if we look at this looks like all vintage wood to me. What is up with, what's the story behind this bar, man?
The story I want to tell on the bar is that it used to be a wall that was right here. So this building was built, at least as far as I can tell, back in the 1950s. And when we were expanding the building, and when we opened this up, we found all of this wood, this beautiful pine, this 100-year-old wood that was there on the side of the building. And this was the exact amount that I was able to save through the process. So I sanded it all down, worked with a contractor, we epoxied it in, and it's become the crown jewel.
Yeah, this is an awesome place to work. I mean, you can see my stuff up here. I was working here all afternoon. There's a hidden gem right underneath here, right? If we look down here, what you see is you have built in power basically all the way around here, right? So this is
power and cat pods, so you can plug right in if you need it.
I love it. I also see some hooks here so I could throw up my jacket, and obviously we have some bar stools and some high back chairs over here. And what is the deal with the coffee and the drinks here? So we've got a little pricing sheet, but you not only provide space, but you can stay refreshed here. Is that the deal?
Yeah, for a small cost. You come in here every day, you get to work, you for your cost, I take care of your coffee. So your hot liquids, your coffees, your lattes, your cappuccinos, we'll hook you up, and then that's all just including your day pass.
That is absolutely crazy. Now I know what you're thinking, everyone. All right, you know, the coffee, you throw in these accoutrements and drinks and everything. You provide this amazing space, and this place is just an arm and a leg. So we'll cover that in here a second, because I like the big reveal coming up. But man, I'm telling you, this place is worth every penny of a premium co-working space. So let's just keep going around here a second. Awesome. We've got a different style of, you know, low back bar stools over here. We have this awesome, I just love the kind of the modern country chic, you know, barn door style. And then this is what you call the small conference room.
The small conference room, or as Peter and I refer to it, the Detroit conference.
The Detroit conference room. So I'm just going to swing around here. I'm not exactly sure what the dimensions are on this room. This is kind of set up for an event right now, but there's this conference table in here. We do have a TV up on the wall. That TV is connected. It's essentially a smart TV, right? So if I'm sitting up here having a meeting with some peeps and want to project up there, that is connected in what kind of ways?
Yeah, so we pride ourselves in all of the technology being able to connect up to all of your devices. So even if you can't, you'll see that there's a connection down here below where I can log you directly into the wall even if you can't.
Okay.
So even if your laptop is that old, I can still get you connected.
Gotcha. And as you can see, just, I mean, a beautiful space. Even the chandelier, I just love those Edison lights. That is totally my style. And what Mac's talking about is this room faces east. Is that the deal? right? And so we've got this big door, and above it we have nothing right here. That is the key, right? So
that's the key for now.
We may have some beautiful artwork, a tribute to What You Look East here, and that's gonna be really awesome. Here's one of our patrons, my buddy Rick, and he is on YouTube as well. So check out his channel. I'll put a link to not only the Clubhouse here, but his channel in the description below. Rick's got just a ton of stuff. We've got some joint stuff coming up here too. On our channel, you like cars and style and fashion and just kind of lifestyle stuff. And Rick are very much alike on that. We're gonna be pumping out some stuff, right, brother? Absolutely. You can see tons of video all around. There's just tons of really interesting video stuff. Rick and I were starting over here at the kind of this high table. Again, just really comfortable seating, a great place to collaborate and do some work together. Quick over here, again, more of those sliding doors, but this is actually a private space where people could come in here and work. This is nice. This is like the corner office. You got windows right outside, sliding door. You can take a private meeting in here. So
it's an 8x6 space, plenty of room to house 2 to 3 people.
Awesome. Yeah, so you can just have a little privacy, look at your computer screen. Looks like we even got a whiteboard up here, and do some work, and without having prying eyes. Now, one of the most interesting things over here is this room here, and I want to show it to you because I'm going to spin around here, and I want you to see right here on this wall it says mail. And that is because we have a bunch of these lockers here. Tell me what this situation is.
We have 16 lockers available that are available to do commercial mail services. So if you're struggling today with the mailboxes plus and you're overpaying with them, or you've got a P.O. box and you just need a physical address, we are a CMRA or a commercial mail receiving agent. So you can come in and have your mail delivered here to the clubhouse.
Love it. So when you subscribe, you'll have your own little lock here. So for a lot less than getting a physical address and a high financial footprint office just for mail or a P.O. box or something like that.
A lot of challenges with commercial mail receiving, right? You've got to have a physical address in a lot of cases where you're not considered even on the map.
Right, absolutely. So that is a really big service. I know that when I was doing some stuff for like JC's and some of the charities, it was just an issue of, sometimes you needed 3 or 4 people to have access to the mail, if it was bills or if it was checks or articles of incorporation or all that kind of thing.
That's right.
And, we didn't want it to go to one place and have that kind of risk. And so this is fantastic. It's a huge advantage. If we swing over here, I just want to show you. Let's go down. I just want to go down this hallway. First of all, this I love. I feel like we should do a review on this team because this vintage phone, and you might remember these things. What up? Is actually live, a real phone. So you may remember these things, but how cool is that? I love the vintage style. You've definitely seen that kind of stuff on my channel. We have a community board here, lots of peeps. Please patronize them, lots of local people. And then we have restrooms back here, ladies and gents, and even the restrooms, I'll be honest, these are like hotel quality, just beautiful. Again, the Edison lights, really big space, huge vanity, and then the guy's bathroom over here, very similar, right? And I love that picture. You guys might remember a picture like that in my office, but again, just a really classic chic style. Let's go large conference room. So right off the other side and kind of the original portion of the building, another private room here, but this is a large conference room, and this is what we did our event in here recently. And again, just awesome. First of all, you can see here a huge smart TV on this wall, which I was airplaying to. So you can come here, not have your cableage. I was really worried about that, Mac, and you hooked everything up, man. I was just airplaying my iPhone, my MacBook, all that stuff worked just right out of the box. And so it's one of those things I don't have to worry about having a projector. I don't have to worry about paying for a projector. A lot of places, a lot of restaurants and stuff charge for that kind of setup. But then on this side, we have another TV. Tell me what this is, because we've got like a little camera up there or something, and this one is a little different, right?
Yeah, so we run the 2 TVs on the north and south side because in a lot of cases we'll have somebody who wants to present to a crowd or a space, and they also may want to also be telecasting that same that same video. So what we have there is the ability to link into all of the major telecasting type services, whether it's Facebook, whether it's group, whether it's any of those, and you can simulcast, you can telecast, or you can use it just for video conferencing when we set the room up in a conference room.
Crazy, yeah. That's I was almost tempted to do that. A large bay of windows here that overlooks the street. We have is this a chalkboard up here? We didn't use that, but you got a huge chalkboard, so you could absolutely do some instruction here, absolutely some information sharing. We had tables set up here, so you have some of these really fancy, like, collapsible tables that you can set up in classroom style. You can push together as a large conference.
They're made out of metal. They're not folding tables.
Right. So this space can really be anything you need it to be, right? And like I said, we kept it pretty casual, but it was just really nice that you can kind of just transform it any way you want.
We call this the Chicago room.
Yeah, I forgive you for that, man, since we're here. But look at that decal up there. So we've got Chicago on a south-facing wall since we're in the north suburbs. And so on that east-facing wall, you could definitely put something, there's probably some really great Michigan towns that you could put up there, right? So I'm not going to let that one go, man. I want to see the Rensen up on there. All right, so in this room, actually, we have this glass door, and this goes down an interesting hallway, which I was totally surprised on. What is beyond this floor here?
So man? As you step down here, this is more your break area. It's also a business services area, so you have the ability to copy, print, fax, scan. We keep you loaded with paper. There's a refrigerator in here so that you can store your lunch during the day.
That's cool.
And then there's also a separate unisex bathroom on this floor for those that just want an additional privacy or while they're eating their lunch, maybe down here.
Love it. What about relaxing? You're sitting here busting your hump all day long, and you're getting tired, just kind of stiff or looking at spreadsheets all day.
I have a guy who comes in, Tony, and I have to remind him every time that he's here. I'm like, Tony, you need to take that 15 minutes for yourself to come on down and just sit in the massage chair.
What? That's right, folks. So one of these chairs that I think I've always wanted, right? And so you don't necessarily need to go out and pay big bucks for this bad boy. You rent a spot here for half a day, full day.
Day pass.
Come down here and and relax. That is like the hidden gem here. Who would have ever thought? I have never seen that before, and that is really cool. Well, let me ask you this. So we've taken a look at the facility, top to bottom here. 2 conference rooms which you can rent. You can come here half a day, full day. People can just pay you via credit card, right? They can come in.
Right. Or on Desk Pass if you're using one of those kind of services.
Oh, love it. So if you're subscribing to a service that gives you access to some co-working spaces, you can absolutely do that. So my understanding is that something like this on a monthly basis is going to be way cheaper than renting an office, right? So what do monthly memberships start at $350 a month, $400 a month, something like that?
That's not our model, Peter.
What?
Our model is pay as you go. Why? It's like a gym membership. Why would you pay? Why are you paying for a gym membership in February? You know you're not going, so why pay for an office space you know you're not going to be using? Whether it's you're going on vacation or you're going, or you've had some other challenges, or your health isn't there, or for whatever reason. Here you pay as you go, no long-term commitment.
That's kind of crazy to me, and I know you guys can tell I'm setting Mac up for some of these questions here because the reality is I just could not wrap my head around it. I have looked at some office spaces here, some of the co-working spaces. There's some in Long Grove, some in Lake Forest here, and really every place. And I'm not saying they were bad deals, but they were all $350, $400 a month, and for years that's what we did. I mean, we paid that kind of stuff, and I'm really happy with it. But you also are kind of forced to use it in those models too, because to get your value, you want to be there. Now, that being said, because you're not charging monthly, and again, I'm teeing up here a little bit, it's got to be a really high cost for a day here, right? Because, I'm not paying monthly. I'm not being obligated to that long-term contract. So it's got to be what, $80, $100 to get the access to the day here then?
Oh, Peter, You know it's not that much.
Oh man, how can it be less? How can it be less? Yeah, hit them up here.
For half a day, $7.50. You want to come in here for a full day, $12.50. I'm covering all your coffee, your iced tea. We take care of you. We're running business class Wi-Fi, copy, print, fax, scan. We take care of you.
And like I said, man, that's blowing my mind. $7.50 plus coffee. I mean, you go to Starbucks and you just belly up there for an hour with a coffee. You're already at that price point, right? And so here, this is set up to work, right? I mean, I know, for me,
or meet with a customer. So those of you that are sitting in Starbucks today, that are sitting there and trying to conduct business in a very noisy and loud environment, you need to stop.
Yeah. Right? It's not private. I mean, they don't have, they're not putting things up on the screen for you. You don't have access to the technology. So I totally agree with you. I mean, I have nothing against those places. And those are a lot of places I go to, but really we got connected because I was looking for a place to, do some class and some instruction and discussion. And there is really a lack of places to be able to do that, particularly in Lake County, but specifically here in our town. And this is pretty amazing. I'm really thrilled. This is a brand new facility last year, yep. So this has not been around that long. So I forgive you all viewing that you didn't know about it because I'm local and I didn't know about it, but it's absolutely amazing. And, I'm just so thrilled that we're around here. So come down to the Office Clubhouse.
Come on down.
And, just bring your credit card. You don't have to sign for any lengthy contracts. Belly up for half a day, full day, whatever. Get some stuff done. Great music playing on the speakers. Good people here. Good conversation. Just a bright area environment, man. Love it.
Subscribe to us on YouTube. Look for us on YouTube at officeclubhouse.com. We're going to give you a whole lot more information on that channel about kind of the services we provide, all the things you can do while you're here, the coffees we're using, the facilities itself. It'll be really informative.
Awesome. Yeah, and I will put links to that in the description. So click on those links, watch some of those videos, subscribe to it. You're going to get lots of updates. I know there's a lot of stuff coming because we are just scratching the surface. You're going to get a really detailed inside look and see all the different services that this place offers. So if you're running a business, you're a salesperson, you're independent, you're side hustling on something, man, this is a place that can just take you to the next level. There's no need to suffer through kind of building everything from the ground up, right?
That's right.
I love it.
Let me own the brick and mortar. You just get to work.
Love it. Love it. Thanks, Mac, for showing us the Office Clubhouse. Guys, come on down here. I am super excited about you guys seeing this place. I personally use it. I'm a big fan. Peter Von Panda, out.